Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki X and Music Redux. Or since it's a remake, should I say welcome back? I say welcome back, because we're welcoming back
Shut
to
up.
the thing that okay. But in the last episode, so a lot of things didn't make sense in the last episode.
Yeah.
Some things that we've learned is that Natsuki's not telling the girls because MC doesn't want them to treat her like a defenseless child, even though MC treats her like a defenseless child, so Natsuki's logic doesn't make sense. We learned that Natsuki has a mug given to her by her father on Christmas that she brought with her for sentimental purposes. As Sayori kinda knows about Natsuki's situation, but not really. They lied to her, because Natsuki's an asshole, in case you haven't figured it out yet. They lied to her, she kinda told her a half-truth, saying that her dad did hit her, but she said he doesn't always do that and shit. And Natsuki doesn't want to call the police for unknown reasons. She says that apparently she went to them, and that they didn't help her. I don't know how that fucking happened, but okay.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Honestly, I could think she's lying to us, because honestly, it feels like Natsuki just lies to everybody, so I don't know.
Natsuki's a bitch.
So far, I'm not a big fan of Natsuki so far, which is a very funny thing for a mod that is centered around her. Oh, right, and MC and Natsuki, like, confessed to each other to, like, say that they love each other.
They love each other. Yeah, we knew it was gonna happen.
That was actually a cute scene, though. I'll give that much credit. Oh, yeah, and thank you, Aya, for the reminder. The MC is terrible. Anytime I'm giving him credit and being like, yeah, MC, you're going right. He then does something like, man, I really do hope Sayori's okay. And then it's like, MC, why aren't you going to school to hang out with her then? And then we'll proceed to ignore her. And I'm like, well, that's sad. Then, yeah, this MC is just bad. MC is always terrible here. See, but, like, this is a new kind of terrible. This isn't even just him being dumb. This is just, like, what is wrong with you? Like, he's not even dumb. He just, I don't even know. He's just illogical. Like I said, like, he talks about how much he cares about Sayori, but then doesn't even do anything to, like, support her. And I'm like, I don't know. But anyway. Also today is Monday, meaning that we are going to go to the club, finally, because Monika set up a surprise for Sayori, and apparently Monika's been stressed, so apparently the only characters that I do like in this mod so far are the girls that we barely have seen, so,
Wonderful.
Let's see what happens. Let's hope it doesn't fuck up. Waking up slowly from my nap, I'm starting to realize that Natsuki is still fast asleep next to me. Groaning, I realize what day it is. Monday. A school day. Turning to Natsuki, who's loudly snoring, I can't help but notice her black eye. Also, I just thought this was funny, but in the Discord server, Blazebringer, about Natsuki's scarf color. He took the scarf color and put it in Photoshop and was like, it's blue-gray! It's not light blue!
It's not light blue.
So there you go, Monika.
It is not light blue. I was correct.
0 out of 10. Not even the right color. This is so stupid. That's actually my biggest gripe with this mod. The scarf color. Turning to Natsuki, who's loudly snoring, get up and notice her black eye. While miles better than it was when I first saw it, it's still a little worse for wear. Just wonder if she'll be able to cover it up well enough to risk school. I have to hope so, because either of us missing another school day would be bad news. You know, you didn't have to miss school, MC. Only she did. You could have went!
You could have went.
Crap. Well, we're not already too late, that is. Clumsily reach over towards the coffee table, trying to pinch my phone without disturbing Natsuki too much. 7:03 a.m. Yeah, we're definitely going. Well, that was as good as time as any to get yourself ready. First things first, though. I have a pink furball latched to me that I don't dare wake. With the precision of a bull in a china shop, I slip away from her grasp and rush upstairs. Maybe she didn't notice. My biggest gripe is Natsuki offered to do chores, and after the first dinner, she didn't offer to clean the dishes. And MC went to sleep, meaning there left dirty dishes on the table. What are these complaints?
They cleaned up the pizza. Wait, no, that was the other night.
What are these? I just like these complaints remind me of that fucking scene from DDLC Plus, like where Monika's complaining about Natsuki trying to like all the problems with Natsuki joining the club, and then she's like, right, Yuri? And Yuri's like, she didn't drink her tea, and she's like, yeah, wait, it's not related at all. She didn't touch her tea. I don't know, I feel like people would believe Natsuki got punched by someone or something. That is a fair point. I feel like you could just say, and I feel like the club would believe it. It was like, yeah, Natsuki got punched by a girl.
Yeah.
Makes sense. With a towel around my waist, I vigorously scrub my hair with another as I enter my bedroom. After drying my hair, I dig through drawers for my school uniform. Bingo. As I get myself dressed, hear the ever-familiar creaking of my stairs. Oh, it's the goblin. That lives in my basement. He's coming up to visit once more. Have at thee, goblin! Maybe she did notice. Just as I finished fiddling with my tie, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. What do you mean maybe she did notice? You took an entire shower!
Yeah. Unless your shower was like 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, you took an entire shower. I don't think she noticed that you got up. It was probably the fact that you fucking... You've been gone for quite a while.
Yeah.
As I finish fitting the tie, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Hey. Hey. How are you feeling? In general? Well, that too, but I was more asking about your thoughts on heading to school today. She takes a second to answer. I could try. What about your eye? And your dad? Well, it mostly depends on how well I can cover up this. Yeah, and cover up your weird, like, line on your chest. Oh, no, I forgot they have that. It's like the detail there. Body.
That's her collarbone.
That's her collarbone. I can see it. Yeah, Natsuki, you're so skinny.
She is very skinny. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, we lift up her shirt and we could see her ribs.
She's so skinny, I can see her collarbone.
It's actually kind of normal in a lot of people. You can see a lot of collarbones and skinny girls.
I know, I was joking. Points towards her eye. Yeah, the swelling isn't nearly as bad, right? Think you can cover it up? I can make a decent effort. I've gotten pretty good with makeup the past few years. And as for my dad, wait a minute, then why were we making her wear sunglasses? What?
Maybe because this is school.
But what was the point of the sunglasses if she could
Maybe
just put...
I was thinking it was because you only went out for a little bit.
We spent the entire day outside!
Listen, Zero, I don't fucking know. This mod's fucking stupid.
I was like, you spent the entire day outside. Why is she just now bringing up the
I'm not even gonna try to defend this mod at all.
Maybe it's bad writing. Never be. Couldn't be. But then who? And as for my dad, I don't know. I don't think he would go as far as to confront me at school. Too many witnesses. Dad always liked to behave in public. Our family is nobody's business, or whatever. But if something is up, we can always hold up here and get our work somehow. I quickly regain composure before she can notice my demeanor shift. And you've got all your uniform, right? Nothing missing? Checked. Jacket looks good enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, I'm feeling pretty alright. Well, that's great, but I didn't ask.
Yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah, that's what started this conversation. You asked her how she was doing. How are you feeling?
No. Well, no, but he said that too, but I was more asking about your thoughts on school. Oh. Takes so long to answer my question. Thanks. Talk to you when I'm done. Disappears, and I hear the bathroom door lock from across the hallway. Interesting, neither of us addressed the elephant in the room. Took it off and resumed my preparation. Then I go to my desk, I unzip my school bag and shove my stationery into it, followed by my reading materials for today's lessons.
Stationary.
And the 4th and 5th volumes of our Fey Girls for good measure. Lastly, I come across the poem I wrote for today. I fold it in half, then neatly tuck it away in my bag before slinging it over my back. That should be everything. Also, I saw somebody where they're like, well, they can't wear sunglasses to school. It's like, yeah, that's fair, but remember, Natsuki didn't even want to wear the sunglasses, so why didn't she say, well, I could just put on makeup instead? So it's like, what's the point of the sunglasses? And I got into the hall. I rap on the bathroom door a couple of times. Just a sec. After a moment, Natsuki pokes her head through the door. Okay, how's it look? Taken aback by, well, she's covered up the fading bruise. It's almost as if makeup would have been better than the glasses. Well, for a second, I forgot it was even there. Looks great. Maybe the makeup wouldn't have worked as well then. It was yesterday! Thank God. I was worried it wasn't enough. Well, looks like I'm going to school after all. Exits the door, going to pull me into a short but sweet half hug, presumably to avoid the makeup smudging. Thanks. What for? It's no problem. Did he really just say what for? Well, I'll be waiting downstairs. Want some toast or something? Ooh, that'd be nice. Pecks me on the cheek.
What the fuck was that?
Well, she pecked me on the cheek.
It looked like she licked you.
Maybe she did. I don't know. You don't know how Natsuki gets it. Risky, Natsuki. I'd better get ready then. Don't want to be late on the first day back. I nod as she slinks into her room. I idle for a second, just taking in the fact that Natsuki actually just kissed me on the cheek. Hell, she hugged me. She hugged you earlier.
She said I love you before.
Didn't she hug? This is not the first. This is like the 3rd time she's hugged him, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going crazy. Like, she's hugged him like twice before, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like, I'm not even just referring to the fact that they kissed last night. Like, I'm just saying, before that even, I'm pretty sure she hugged him like twice.
Yeah.
The fact that we're actually together now is still a little mind-boggling. The hug is a hug, dude.
Huh?
But I stopped dawdling. That toast isn't gonna make itself. She hugged him fast, like on the 2nd day. That's what I'm saying. Like, she hugged him before. Like, I understand if it's like, oh, but she kissed him before. And I'm like, yeah, he could be doing the whole, I can't believe we're together, you know, type of thing. I'm like, that makes sense. Sure. That actually does make sense. But I'm referring to the fact that they've hugged before. Literally when she moved in. Final bell rings, signaling the end of the school day. Students around me, already waiting to go, all pile out through the door. While it was simple enough to catch up with what I missed on Friday, I can't make it a recurring habit. If I fall too far behind, I'm kinda screwed. Truth be told, though, feels good to be back at school. Not because I particularly enjoy it, but because the rigid timetable gives me something to do. Something I think I desperately need, given how erratic the past few days have been. Even though you could have went to the school. Now, time for the literature club. Follow the last few students out of the door and take a left turn. Even then, I don't believe that's a reaction to a hug after getting into a relationship with someone, unless one of those long hugs. I could see him reacting to the kiss, but yeah, reacting to the hug, I guess, is also kind of weird. I don't know, I just think it's even weirder because he had multiple hugs. Rounding the corner, enter through the ever-familiar door and find a classroom. Nobody. Oh my god, the club disbanded.
No.
I don't think I've ever actually been the first person to arrive at the club before. Digging through my bag, I whip out the 4th volume of our Fey Girls, pick up a seat at the desk nearest me, and opt to occupy myself with some light reading until someone arrives. Sure enough, it's not long before the door swings open. Zero? Hey, Not. You're early. Hey, so are you? Yeah, I'm just around the corner, so... Natsuki scans her eyes across the room. So no one else is here then? Not yet. Drops onto the desk, legs dangling back and forth. I'm guessing Monika and Yuri are prepping for that welcoming back Sayori thing. And Sayori's... I shrug. Oh, yeah. The party. And Sayori, I don't know where she is. Man, I sure do care about her.
Why is the music really sad?
I don't know. I just always laugh every time I'm like, does he care about her? Natsuki sighs. Oh, how's the eye? Glad he's noticed. I think I did a good enough cover-up. And will you need to reapply the makeup or anything? I hope not. You will let me know if you start to see it again, though, won't you? Of course. Two of us sit in silence for a few moments, letting the atmosphere soak in. But before long, I interrupt. Well, wanna pass the time? Wait, parfait girl's around. Sure. Beat's doing nothing. Hopping off the desk, she pulls out the chair next to mine and takes a seat. Please show me the other characters. I was promised other girls on Monday. I've had enough just Natsuki time. Please show me the other characters already.
Please.
Ah, thank God.
Oh my god, it's Monika.
Just as we find our page, Monika stumbles through the clubroom door. Hey, guys. Oh, hey, Monika. You need any help with that? Looking over at the clubroom entrance, I notice Monika carrying a surprisingly large and seemingly heavy bag into the room. She nods her head promptly, her red face displaying some sort of annoyance. Like when I last saw her, she seems pretty stressed out. I'll give you a hand. Sure, just be careful. It's fragile. Natsuki assists Monika in carrying the bag into the clubroom and placing it on the teacher's desk. What have you got in there? Cinder blocks? Actually... Oh my god,
Yes.
Monika... Oh my god. Oh my god. Monika's like tired eyes just disappeared.
Oh.
She unzips the bag, unveiling... Oh, it's cute. A new tea set. Just a little something for Sayori. Oh, and the rest of us, of course. Oh, that's adorable. The new set has 5 cups. One for each of us. Our names painted on each in a different color. The new teapot has Literature Club written in script across the middle on each side. I mean, it's nice and all, but... Is this really a gift for Sayori? It's just a gift for everybody. What does it matter? I think I've ever seen her show an overt interest in tea. Sweet. Looks great, Monika. What's that for? Oh, this? No, what's that for? Oh, this? Pulls a decorated card out of the bag, handing it our way alongside her pen. This is actually something I need to catch up with you two on. Yuri and I have already signed it. Dear Sayori, welcome back to Literature Club. We know things haven't been easy, but we just want you to know that we're all here for you. Aww! That's adorable.
That is cute.
Aw, that's cute. I like that. Looking over to Natsuki, her expression screams too much. What?
What?
Huh? Natsuki, go away! Like, what?
Why do you care?
But knowing what happened with the festival, her big day, not to mention the sporadic, at best, club meetings last week, seems Monika's praying for something to go her way. Oh sure, I'll sign. How is it too much? It's too much to tell your friends who have depression you'll be there for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, what? like what? Natsuki signed the card. Natsuki signed the card, you fuck.
Dumbass.
Taking your pen, I sign off on it. This mod is really making me not like Natsuki. Handing it over to Natsuki, I nod to her. She scrawls her name down. Thanks, guys. I'm sure she'll really appreciate it coming from all of us. Taking the the card back. Monika folds it shut and slots it into the envelope. She neatly. I just look at the corner of my eye and I see in the chat, I hope the ending's like the original. And I'm like, oh. I feel like if you played this without having played the original, you definitely most likely would not care about Natsuki. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like this mod is banking too much on you caring about Natsuki from the base game, but even then, I would argue that they're even waning that caring. Like, the way they're making her act, they're making that even start to go away. Isn't she supposed to be the love interest? She may be the most unlikable character I've seen in a mod as of late. So far, she is the most unlikable character in this mod. He puts the card back in its plate, between two cups. Back, she gives a double thumbs up before zipping the bag up, hiding the tea set from view. So, where is Sayori?
Oh, Yuri took her the long way around since, you know, I needed some time to catch up with you. Oh, how can I forget? You two brought your poems, right?
For once, I have an answer. In my bag, yeah.
Same here. Oh, perfect. Well, it looks like this is gonna go off without a hitch.
I hope so. Natsuki takes notice that I'm motioning towards Parfait Girls and returns to her page. Monika takes a seat at the teacher's desk, tapping her fingers on the desk. Three of us sit in silence, waiting for Sayori and Yuri.
Oh no! The snacks!
Huh? Monika rises from the chair, heading towards the door.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get the snacks from my locker.
Oh, okay. Just as Monika pulls the door open, Sayori and Yuri appear! Oh no!
Oh no, everything's ruined!
The snacks! No!
That's what I'm... Oh, hey, Monika!
Monika passes by them without a word, disappearing down the hall.
Where's she?
Four of us gather around some desks that have been pushed together. He says something about going to get some snacks.
Ooh, snacks!
Yeah, hopefully she won't be gone for long. Luckily, it only takes a minute or two for Monika to return, with a frankly ridiculous supply of snacks. Oh god.
Oh.
She's standing in the doorway, arms filled with chocolate bars, cookies, and peanut butter crackers, all of which I recognize from the store. Sure enough, I can spot the white chocolate bar buried somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
You weren't lying when you said snacks, Monika.
Well, it wouldn't be a proper welcome back without them.
Monika empties her arms onto the desks before taking her own seat, opposite Natsuki and I. Careful, Monika, you nearly spilled the goods.
Sorry. I'm just excited to have our vice president back. I really want this to be a special occasion. So Yuri, do you want to do the honors?
Oh, of course. Well, now that everyone's here, Monika and I have actually prepared a surprise for everyone.
Monika strides over to the teacher's desk and unzips the backpack lying in wait. The new tea set is revealed to everyone. I feign surprise. That's a t-shirt! A t-shirt!
Well, what the fuck did you just say?
I became Wario. Garga!
A t-shirt?
Yeah.
It's not much, but I thought it'd be nice to share.
Ooh! This looks so elegant. Thanks, Yuri.
But thank you.
And hey, the cups are bigger. Thanks, Yuri. This must have taken a lot of preparation. Thanks. Seems Yuri can hardly contain her excitement. Oh, that's cute too.
Aw.
Oh, it's nothing. I couldn't have done it without Monika, though.
Oh, don't mention it, Yuri.
So, would anyone care for some tea?
That'd be lovely. Ooh, yes, please.
Ditto. Yeah, thank you. During the reception, Yuri carefully whisks the Literature Club's new teapot away. I can't help but smile. It's been a while since I saw everyone in the club all gathered together and happy. Besides Natsuki, but she can leave. As the thought crosses my mind, Monika reaches into the bag, pulling out the card from earlier.
Sayori,
Hmm?
it's for you. From all of us.
Yuri carefully opens it, taking care to avoid ripping the envelope apart. Takes a moment to read before closing it back up and slipping the card back into the envelope.
Oh, thanks.
It's no problem. We just wanted you to know that we care. And we're here whenever you need it.
That means a lot. But it's okay, you don't need to worry about me.
Oh, I just want to make sure you're comfortable here.
Thanks, Monika. But as long as I'm here, I'm as comfy as I can be.
I'm really relieved to hear that.
I'll see. That's normal. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Natsuki, can you not? I'm getting tired of this. Natsuki,
Yeah.
go away! Sayori's depression is not letting her as happy as she wants, so I'm guessing. I'm guessing that is the case too. I'm guessing what they're trying to convey here is Sayori's depression isn't probably allowing her to be as happy. So she's just kind of saying, you know, you don't have to do too much, Monika. It's fine. And so Monika's like, okay, I'm relieved to hear that. So it's like, okay, so now I'm assuming everything's going fine. Natsuki, can you not be making faces over there? Like, fuck off!
She's all disgruntled for some reason.
Thank you for the gift sub. It's Sonic. And thank you for the 500 bits you gave earlier. I can do some DDLC music to the music I'm playing about right now. Well, sadly, I can't give you DDLC music. I can give you Radiohead covers right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold that thought.
Before Sayori can get another word in, Monika motions towards the mountain of snacks.
I don't mean to change the subject so quickly, but take your pick. We're celebrating your return after all.
Sayori shifts in her seat a little. Smiles anyways.
These look really nice. And just for you.
From the pile, Monika covers the white chocolate bar, offering it to her.
Thanks.
Hey.
Don't thank me. Zero steered me in the right direction.
Sayori turns to me, giving me a strained smile, before quietly tearing the wrapping and taking a nibble. Before long, Sayori returns, teapot in hand. Judging by the steam emanating from the spout, and the fact that Yuri's protecting her hands with a dishcloth, I assume it's boiled, too hot to hold. She's just trying to handle a bomb. Carefully setting the teapot down on the desk, she begins filling each cup with water. She then rubs through her bag some more, and pulls out a small box of tea bags. However, this time she seems to have a surprise in store.
Oh, one thing. This isn't just any old tea. This is a mystery blend.
Ooh! Mystery blend!
Mystery blend.
Ooh! We came back just in time for Yuri's mystery blend!
Of course, of course.
See, how you gonna miss the club when you got Yuri's mystery blends? Even chat's like, ooh!
Ooh.
She gently swills the tea bag around in the cup, playing up the mystery element. You know what, Natsuki? Right now in this mod, you're fourth on the list. Yuri has surpassed you. She's made mystery blend tea.
She's got the mystery blend.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're being a little sour spout over there. Yuri's better now. Good job, Yuri. You show the mystery blend.
Yeah.
Taking 4 more, she carefully dips each into the water. When she's finished, she distributes our individual cups one by one. Monika raises her teacup.
To our vice president.
We all awkwardly join in her impromptu toast to Sayori. Okay, yeah, she's kinda playing it up too much, but we'll see. I'll save my thought.
I like Yuri's face.
I'll save this thought for later. I'm gonna grab this thought. We're gonna hold on to this just to see how the rest of this goes.
Look at Yuri.
I'm gonna see how the rest of this goes. I'm gonna grab this thought and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it right in my little pocket. This is weird. Tell them Monika's really trying to pep her up, but it's coming across as forced. Okay, I'm taking the thought out. Yep, it's okay. So I can see exactly what's going on here. So the mod is playing up the fact that they're saying that Monika doesn't know how to handle Sayori's depression. So she's being one of those people where she's playing it up super much and trying desperately to make her feel happy. Super much. Yes, I'm pissed. Super much.
Okay.
She's trying to play it up. She doesn't know how to handle somebody with depression. But the problem with that is, why would Monika not know how to handle somebody with depression?
I don't know.
Are you trying to tell me that out of all of the characters here, Monika is the one who doesn't know how to handle depression? The same character that in Act 3 tells you about how to deal with friends who have depression?
Yeah.
Literally has a topic about how you can handle you and the friends you have depression with, doesn't know how to handle somebody who has depression? Like, even MC thinks this is forced! Don't tell me this guy knows how to handle it better!
Oh no. Zero, don't bust a blood cell.
It's like, what?
Or blood vessel, not a blood cell.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. Please, son. No, Scrap Trap. No.
I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot of yelling
Monica
today.
went from bitch to clueless. She didn't even get a buff. She got a nerf. She got like a weird nerf.
Like a hard nerve.
I'll say, like, now she's clueless. It's like, what?
Now she's weird.
Like, this is just dumb. Like, it would make sense for MC to treat Sayori like this. Because, yes, MC wouldn't know how to treat somebody who has depression. But why would Monica, of all people, not know how to do that? Like, what? Like, she literally tells us about it. Oh my god. Let's just. This is gonna be annoying. Because I already know what's gonna happen. Monica's gonna get all mad. I mean, not mad. Monica's gonna keep doing this. Natsuki's eventually gonna blow up because she's Natsuki. And then she's gonna leave.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. It's coming across as forced. Just like this conflict. Even I can tell the Sayori doesn't seem to enjoy the attention. See, that's my face to this entire mod. Sayori's face. But I keep the observation to myself, enjoying the other club members and taking a sip. The tea is very tart, but also oddly sweet. Can't for the life of me figure out what it is. But it tastes great. This is really nice, Yuri.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. What is it? You're already pleased with her selection, so it's more relaxed in her seat.
It's a mystery blend for a reason, Zero.
Damn it. Nah, I got nothing. Natsuki shrugs, surmising the same.
Why don't you all guess a flavor, and I'll let you know if you get it.
You're on.
Predictably, Sayori's up for the challenge. Takes a long sip from her cup. Monika and I follow. I'm still not sure what it is.
This is driving me crazy. Like, it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure it out.
Puppy eyes aren't going to win me over, Sayori.
This is impossible. Can we get a little hint?
Okay. The blend has organic ribus, honey bush, and blueberries.
It wasn't much of a hint. Seems it's lost on everyone else, too. Everyone except... Out of the corner of my eye, noticed a grin spread across Monika's face. She's definitely figured it out.
Any guesses?
Usually, Monika begins mouthing something, seemingly in Sayori's direction. Turns away, trying to avoid her gaze.
What?
Again, what? Why would
Just say it, Monica.
Monika wouldn't do it. She wouldn't coddle her that much.
She'd be like, it's this. She'd get up immediately if she knew what it was.
I'm like, she would not coddle her that much.
I'll be right back.
Is Monika trying to give Sayori praise? No, she's trying to give her the answer. Natsuki glances toward me, clearly irritated by Monika's coddling. I am too, because it's just very out of character. Yuri, noticing this, turns to Monika.
Monika, I take it you must have a guess.
Oh, maybe. Is it blueberry cheesecake?
That's correct. It's supposed to taste like blueberry cheesecake.
Oh, good job, Monika.
Yeah, well done. Grats. I was sure an awkward moment of silence after the half-hearted celebration. The tension in the air is palpable. Everybody saw what Monika tried to do. What? Okay, but now I think they're overreacting. What? Okay, Monika tried to give Sayori the answer. Now we are all upset because Monika tried to give Sayori the answer to the mystery blend. What? What is this? Just seems nobody wants to address it. Even Monika can sense that she messed up. What? This is just so...
Oh my god.
Sarah crumples the chocolate bar wrapper. Desperate to salvage the moment, Monika approaches her.
Oh, don't worry, Sayori. I can get those for you. That's what?
With the smile of a caring mother, she outstretches her hand, waiting for Sayori to give up her garbage.
Oh, well, alright.
Monika trots over the door and hastily exits the classroom, likely in search of the trash cans down the hall. Taking the moment of solace, Yuri and Sayori seem to quietly convene. It's no wonder who they're talking about. Giving them their privacy, I turn to Natsuki. We need to do something. Oh, and I rack my brain before... Poems? Yeah, okay. You bring it up. I might burst a blood vessel if I have to deal with her crap for another minute. Okay, that's my other problem that I actually do not like. So, first of all, yes, is it annoying how Monika's acting? Of course it is. But, is it like that bad of a thing? No! So Natsuki, you cut the crap! Like, why are you so pissy at it? Just tell her that she doesn't need to coddle her. Like, I think being too nice is probably not that bad of a negative. Like, that is probably the, like, smallest problem someone could have. She's being too nice. Like, what? Like, why are you pissed at her for that? She just needs to be informed that she doesn't need to coddle her. Like, my god. Like, why is everyone treating Monika like shit? Like, she's, like, bad-mouthing Sayori. What happened to being a good friend and telling her you have a problem with her? Exactly! Wait, how do we distinguish between the Monikas in chat and the one in the mod? Just say Monika. Chat Monika when you're not talking about her. Hey, she's trying. Even if she is, screwing it up at every turn. Yeah. On cue, Monika returns empty-handed. Suppose now is a good time as any to bring it up. Monika? We were thinking, maybe it's a good time to exchange poems.
Oh, yeah, good idea, Zero.
As if she's been blessed by God, Monika snaps back to her usual confident self.
Okay, everyone. We've not read each other's poems in a while, right? Well, how about we do that now? If you'd like to get yours ready, then we can pass them amongst each other and...
As if like clockwork, Yuri, Natsuki, and myself will begin digging through our bags. Oh no. Sayori lingers around, unsure of what to do with herself. Monika, having gotten her poem ready, notices Sayori. I hastily mouth a sorry to her.
Sayori, have you got a poem? I mean, I totally understand if you haven't. I know the club might have been a low priority. Guys, you haven't been low priority. I didn't really think to write a poem. But all I've wanted to do since I got home was come back here. Sorry, Sayori, I didn't mean to assume. Well, in that case, guys, if you want to pack them back up, maybe we'll do this another time? And Sayori can join in. Oh no, it's alright. I'd still be happy to read the others' poems.
And then Monika would accept that.
Besides, I want to be the reason for holding everyone else up. And I don't want you to feel left out, Sayori.
What? No, she would just accept that and say, okay, that's fine. What? Oh my god. Looking on the bright side, this is still better than Monika just being human garbage, so Redux is better than the original if nothing else. Yeah, I guess when it comes to making Monika the lowest common denominator. When it comes to making her literal human garbage, I guess making her dumb is probably better. It's better than that, but it's like, it just, it still hurts though, you know? It still hurts.
I'm sure they don't mind holding their poems back until...
Monika, I really think you should let Sayori make the decision.
Yeah, it should be up to her.
Monika
Monika finally seems to notice that all eyes are on her. Natsuki looks like she could tear her to shreds. Before Monika could pick up her sentence, however, Sayori takes a stand.
You know, it probably is best if we leave the poems for tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, if that's what you want.
Once again, we're all at a loss for words. Sounds so deafening, it's honestly difficult to handle. This sucks. This mod is gonna get people to like Yuri somehow. This mod just makes me feel bad for Monika. Even if she's dumb in this mod, I still feel bad for her. Because no one's just talking to her. It's like, not only is it out of character, but no one's trying to tell her the thing that she's doing wrong so that she can fix it. They're all just like letting her dig her grave. Like, they're all just letting her do all this shit. And I'm like, just pull her aside. Talk to her. Like, my God. It's just forced conflict for the sake of conflict. Like, no one literally could be easily resolved by just saying, hey, Monika, can I talk to you a bit in the hallway for a second? And then just be like, hey, you shouldn't really do this, you know? Like, shit, Sayori doesn't need all this. And then there you go. Like, it's just, it's so annoying. It's like, even if I can forgive the fact of trying to make Monika clueless about depression, which already doesn't make sense. Even if I forgive that, the fact that they're being so, like, just rude to somebody who doesn't really know how to handle somebody like that just feels super uncharacteristic. Like, oh God. Feels like they're quote tweeting her on their private Twitters. Can I imagine how much pressure Sayori's under? Eager to remedy the situation, I contemplate heading over to her to ask how she's doing. But something tells me that's the last thing she'd want. Besides, she's already talking quietly with Yuri. And now the two are packing up together. They're already halfway out the door when Monika notices.
Guys?
She rushes over, presumably to ask her what's up. We both disappear into the hallway. Natsuki stares me down with the same guilty expression I can feel forming on my face. I feel a lump in my throat. Right, screw this. I'm gonna go talk some sense into Monika. Natsuki! Shut the fuck up! Like, I am done with you! You should have talked some quote-unquote sense earlier, and I don't even want you to say it because you're terrible. Are you sure? Well, are you gonna do it? Before I can get a word in, Natsuki's already stormed off after them. I consider following, but I think my face is the last one that any of them would want to see. A few minutes pass by with no sign of anybody. Natsuki's right. Didn't I speak up sooner? She's going out of her way to try and fix things. And do it the wrong way. I mean, even Yuri had to intervene. A great job I did sticking up for my friend there. What a great friend you are to Monika for not telling her that she's doing something wrong. Take a sip of my now lukewarm tea to try and calm my nerves. Maybe I should.
Zero?
Monika's back. Alone.
I think that'll do it for the club tonight, Zero. Don't worry, I'll clean up the mess.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
It's not looking cool right now, sadly. It's clear Monika's shaken by Sayori's abrupt exit. I don't think I've ever seen her this stressed out. But I take her at her word and begin packing up my things. I shove Parfait Girls back in the bag and idle at the door. As I exit, hear Monika muttering angrily to herself.
You had one job. One job.
And not to approach her. Next in the club room, I exhale deep. Yeah, I feel bad for Monika in this mod. Yeah, so I feel bad for Monika. I fucking despise Natsuki. And right now, I'm very iffy on Yuri and Sayori, actually. Like, not gonna lie, I'm even iffy on them, honestly. Like, even that feels a little weird. Like, I don't know. I have to see a little bit more of them before I fully give my verdict on them. Thank you for the 500 bits at Sonic. My first instinct is to call Natsuki, ask her she is, but she doesn't have a phone. Crap. It's pretty safe to assume she's probably gone straight back to my house, but... truth be told, I'm still worried. But the mystery blend, Zero, you're right. Yuri does get a little bit of points for that. Well, home it is. It's like they forced the characters into the story instead of molding the story with the characters. Which sounds very similar to the original, honestly. Like, it's very similar to the original. But actually, yeah, it is more like the other way. It's just, Does the mod want us to react like this? I don't know what the mod wants. Does the mod want us to be like... does the mod want us to like Natsuki? Because it's not doing a good job. Yeah, it is like the other way. It's like they morphed the characters for the story. They twitched and turned them to make them run their little plots. To make them run the plot. To make them act in certain ways. And it's like, ugh. I make my way down the street. My house in sight. I quicken my pace. Anxious to make sure Natsuki's there. Arriving at the front door, I fumble with my keys until I grab the right one. I unlock the door and swing it open. Feels plot-driven without regard to the characters or theme, or at least the characters are changed yet, not all that great. Exactly. Thank you, Blaze. Exactly. Scanning the entrance, my eyes are drawn to the sight of bright pink pigtails protruding above the couch. Natsuki, pay my rent. They're being dramatic, though. It's forcing conflict that's drier than the original conflict. Yep. It's just a bunch of forced conflict. I heave a sigh of relief and come inside to greet Natsuki. Hey. Hi. Cold. Take a seat next to Natsuki, glancing towards the blank TV. She says nothing. I think I'm gonna go check on Sayori in a bit. Good. Contemplates for a moment, head in her hands. God, I knew this would happen. I had this nagging suspicion that it was all gonna go wrong. Hell, I even warned you that Sayori might not take too kindly to being coddled like that. Then why didn't you talk to her, Natsuki? Why didn't you tell Monika? But no! You just waited until she fucked up more so you could yell at her! Like, why did you... Does Natsuki even look like... do you even like Monika? Why are you even in her club, Natsuki? Get out of here! She sighs. You should have said something earlier. And you should have said something, period. I try to bring myself to explain, but... Listen, I can't justify it. Just didn't know what to say. Anything would have done. I get the pressure. I felt it too. That's why I went along with the stupid card and the fake surprise. But Zero, you're always singing her praises. You've known her longer than any of us. You knew she wouldn't like being in the center of attention. What? That doesn't even make... Natsuki, he figured out that she had depression, like, when he came back. What? He didn't know this about her when they were kids. What? He only knew she had depression, like, around the same time everyone else knew. Like, what the fuck? He didn't know she had depression for her entire life. Like, huh? You knew Monika's special day revolved entirely around making her the center of attention. Why didn't you speak up? Why didn't you? I tried! I know it was too late, but I tried to. She wasn't having any of it. She took off with Yuri the moment I started laying into Monika. What did you say? What do you think? I told her to stop treating Sayori like some sad puppy or she would lose the club she was desperately trying to keep together. What? And, that's why I haven't gone to talk to her yet. I don't think she'd be too keen to hear me out. I mean, you think she isn't going to at least kinda blame herself for all of this? And the thought hadn't even crossed my mind until now, but it worries me sick. Putting us on the spot, me lashing out at Monika, with the club probably disbanding. What? The club's actually... She sighs, taking a gulp from her glass of water. Natsuki, you are literally causing all of this. Natsuki is causing the conflict. Like, all of this could have literally been solved. Like, Natsuki is literally the center of this problem. Natsuki is literally causing all of these problems. The antagonist is not Natsuki, it was Natsuki. Literally, like, what? She sighs, taking a gulp from a glass of water. I said a lot of stuff I didn't mean to Monika earlier. But I'm not going back there until she gets her act together. That's not Natsuki. Natsuki would at least apologize and then try to make sure everything's right. That is not even Natsuki. Natsuki's not that much of a bitch in the base game. Natsuki is somebody who'll say things in the moment that she doesn't mean, but then she'll apologize later for it. She would not sit there and stick to her guns about what she said afterwards. That's not Natsuki. This is an imposter, Natsuki. Like, that's not even Natsuki. Who are these characters? Me playing this mod. Who are you people? And I can't imagine Sayori, at least, would want to go back anytime soon either. And then even you and Yuri still showed up. There wouldn't be enough members to keep it afloat. Running her hair through her hands, she comes full circle. You need to talk to Sayori. She'll at least hear you out. I know I'm gonna catch some flack for sharing this, but I really got to. As someone who also deals with depression, all this shit will make them feel 100 times worse. Yeah, I like that Natsuki is trying to sit here and blow up at Monika and be like, Monika, look what you did. You made Sayori feel awkward and all this shit. And it's like, Natsuki, you don't think you blowing up at Monika in front of Sayori isn't gonna make her feel worse? You fucking dumbass! Like, you're just gonna make Sayori feel worse because she's like, now Natsuki's yelling at Monika and it's all my fault. Like, oh my god! Like, Natsuki, you're literally making it worse! When, like I said, she could have just pulled Monika aside and say, hey Monika, you shouldn't really do this. Like, oh my god. And the problem is, like I said, Natsuki isn't even like this in the base game. This is like Flanderized Natsuki. Because, like, as much as people like to say Natsuki's a bitch in the base game, and to be fair, to some degree, she is. But she's not to the point where she doesn't care about the girls. That's the thing. She still cares about her friends, and even the MC points that out. And that's why they always say she's soft, she's all rough on the outside, but she's soft on the inside. Because she cares about her friends. That includes Monika, who's doing something wrong. But this Natsuki doesn't show that. It makes me feel like I'm like, was she ever friends with Monika? Or did she just always hate her? Like, it just feels like she never liked Monika at this, like, with this. It feels like she was just waiting for Monika to fuck up so she could yell at her. Natsuki's just a person who feels and says things in the moment, then hindsight kicks in, she reveals her soft side. Exactly! This Natsuki has no hindsight! She's, like we said before, she's just Vegeta! She'll at least hear you out. You explain that you're very sorry for leaving her high and dry like you did, and that you want to make up for it. And you do whatever you can to make it up to her. If she still wants anything to do with me, then I'll help too. Oh, so you regret hurting Sayori's feelings by yelling at Monika, but you don't regret yelling at Monika. Fuck you, Natsuki. Fuck you. Like, wow. She regrets. So they got the regret part, but she regrets affecting Sayori with her yelling, but doesn't regret yelling at Monika. Cool. And a touch of advice, don't try to justify Monika's actions to her. You should have been the one to stick up for her. MC, please call her out. MC, please. Get a backbone, you motherfucker. I know. Tell Monika to knock that shit off. Does she want to hear it? At least not now. I know. And I will, tonight. Guess I figured, I don't know. Every time I wanted to pipe up, I got caught up in the fact that Monika was just doing what she thought was right. Thank you, MC. Yeah, sure. She was trying to do the right thing. Zero, that doesn't matter when the right thing in her head is making Sayori feel worse than she already does. I mean, God, did you see her face? She was like a rabbit in the headlights. Yeah, but she thought it was right. I'm not going to rip into her just because she didn't know any better. Because, well, look what happened. Tell her, MC! Rip her apart! Tell her! Tell her, MC! Finally! Said finally, MC! Are you trying to blame me for this? Yes! I'm not blaming anyone here, alright? I am! But no, in all seriousness, it's not entirely your fault, but you didn't help! You didn't help things. Like, yes, it was partially Monika's fault, but that could have easily been avoided. I'm just saying, this is as black and white as you're trying to make it out to be. Monika had good intentions. Shouldn't have been so aggressive with her. Then what should I have done? Just sit there and let it happen? Let Sayori talk to her when she felt the time was right. Aren't you the one so concerned about treating Sayori like a big girl? So what? You want me to sit around and wait until it blew up again? Just because good old Monika thought she was doing the right thing? Of course you'd say that. What do you mean? This is no different to Thursday. Wait, what are you on about? You thought you were doing the right thing, right? When you broke me out of there? I mean, hell, I thought you were too. Now, sleeping with one eye open, waiting for Dad to show up any second? I don't think it was. I should have realized it was a bad idea. I shouldn't have listened to you.
So, like, when's that ending happening? I don't want to deal with Natsuki anymore. when is the ending happening? Can we, like, can we get her out of here? Like, can we get her out of here? Breathe, Zero. Just breathe. No, Libitina, you don't understand. Sometimes you gotta wake up and ask yourself what you're willing to deal with today.
I should have just waited out the, like, month until my 18th. Done my time. I swallow. I'm at a loss for words. Every time I try to speak, my mind draws a complete blank. I mean, look, you still don't have anything. If you can't stick up for your best friend, how are you supposed to help me? We can figure it out then. Right now, don't worry. I think I already have it figured out. What do you, huh? Her gaze pierces into my soul. Can't possibly mean. No, you can't, why not? I'm screwed either way. At least I know where I stand with Dad. Why, though? It's just 1 month. We can wait it out. We can do it. Are you telling me that, or are you telling yourself? Because you didn't sound as sure of it as you think you do. And can you please stop telling me what to think, Zero? What? You keep on telling me everything will be alright. But you have no idea what you're doing. What in the world is she saying? Fuck. Like I'm gonna suffocate in here. Need to get out. Need space. Hey, wait, where are you going? I need a few hours. Some fresh air. No, don't you fucking... Where are you going? Fuck you, bitch. You sit on that couch. I don't care. I'm leaving. Wait, Zero. No, fuck you. I grabbed my jacket from the rack on the front door. No, leave. I have my keys. I'm gonna lock the door behind me once I'm out. Zero, just wait a second. Answer for nobody. I'll let myself back in. Zero, isn't talking the one thing you need to do? Can't talk if I can't think, Natsuki. And I need time to do that. Fine. The word lingers in the air as I reach the exit. Pulling the door to, I let myself out into the chilly street. Natsuki really be out here. I just want to point out that Natsuki's saying all this because she was too much of a coward to say anything to Monika or Sayori and instead decided to blame MC. She's literally fanning the flames and is surprised that it's backfiring. Speed run this like a bad Sonic game, Zero. Get that ending. I can't speed run it. Like, she's all being upset now that he's about to leave. Like, nah, I'm leaving. Like, oh my god. She is so unlikable. She really brought up him breaking her out of her abusive home just because of a fucking argument. Like, what? That is, like, what? Holy shit. I hate her so much. Like, oh my god. I would like to say that is a sign of a toxic relationship. Yeah, she is so toxic. Holy shit. He said the door. I am freaking out about the door. I repeat, where's the front door? Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate Natsuki so much. Yeah, I was like, it's hovering between B and B plus, bro. It's about to drop to C tier. It might be at C tier, honestly. We just gotta see if it can go back up to B. Oh. So original exit music butchered Yuri so badly that some fans use that mod as justification to hate her. The base game and the side stories are enough to make Yuri my least favorite, not that I hate her. Well, this exit music is the same to Natsuki. This exit music makes everyone hate Natsuki. This mod's gonna get its own tier. Exit music Redux tier. I should talk to her. Yeah. How about you finally talk to Sayori, you know? The girl you keep pretending that you care about? How about you finally fucking talk to her? Next door. I rap on the door harshly. Weather being what it is, I dig into my pocket for my gloves. As I pull them on, I'm greeted by Sayori.
Zero?
Can we talk? Like now?
What? Are you coming inside or what? It's freezing out here.
You okay with going for a walk? I need some fresh air.
Hello.
Now? It's after dark. Jeez, I guess.
I'll grab my coat. Honestly, the production quality is the only thing keeping it in C tier.
Wait, you think it would drop below?
I might have to make a fucking, like, C minus.
Jesus Christ.
That is the only thing I'm starting. There is some good scenes, though. That is also the other thing keeping it in C tier. Because, my god. Like, I hate Natsuki. Holy shit. Like, I can say it now. When she dies, I will be having no emotion.
I won't either. This is ridiculous.
I will feel nothing when she dies.
I'd be like, thank God.
Wait, so this is worse than the OG in your mind? It's actually starting to
Yeah.
get there. Like, I don't even think I hated Yuri as much as I hate Natsuki in this mod.
Mom's asleep, so I think I can sneak out for an hour. Do you know where we're...
I don't have a clue. I just want to walk.
Okay. How about I take you on my little route?
Also, to be fair, actually, I have to actually recall this. Because Monika actually talked to me about this when I looked at my tier list again. Original exit music probably does have to be moved to C tier. Because I forgot that I put it in B, and then she was talking to me about it. She was like, why is original exit music in B? And I'm like, well, because... And I was like, actually, I don't know. I had to, like, think about it. I was like, well, I liked the... the music? I don't know. I never thought the music was that much of an outstanding thing,
Because
so...
I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, what kind of redeeming qualities does this mod have?
Well, you're talking about original exit music. I remember that.
Original exit music, yeah.
So I was like, so yeah, technically that's also being moved to C tier. So technically
What
they'd
makes-
both be in C tier right now. Is my verdict.
I was basically being like, what makes original exit music better than like rain clouds? Nothing.
The route? Nothing.
Yeah, you know, to clear my head. By the sounds of things, that's what you need too.
Sarah reaches over to her door, pulling a coat off the rack before trudging outside.
Taking a left.
Sure. Walk past my house. At least with original exit music, you hated like everybody, while in this one you only hate Natsuki. So
Yeah.
maybe there's that.
It's like, I'm pretty sure exit music is like, original exit music is like C tier, but like if this gets any worse, you might have to put it like in a C minus. Like you might have to like
we'll
make
see what
a new
happens.
tier.
So far, I at least semi-like Sayori. I'm still questioning the way her and Yuri left the club, though. I don't know. That feels a little weird for Sayori to do, because Sayori always cared about her friends, so...
Why
she
the
would have
fuck
at least...
did Yuri leave? She had no, like...
Because Yuri also didn't like how Monika was treating Sayori.
And neither of them spoke up?
Yes, they just decided to leave, because, you know, in the literature club where they express their feelings, they decided to just straight up leave and not tell Monika the problem they have with her, and just walk out.
Damn, what fake friends.
Yeah, and I'm like, so that's a little weird in my opinion. Especially for Sayori, but we'll just think maybe she just couldn't take it and left, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't see Natsuki in the window. Down the street, Sayori takes another left. I follow.
So, you're here to talk, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm listening. What's up?
Well, I think it goes without saying, but I'm sorry for not sticking up for you. I just didn't know how. I want to make up for it, however I can.
Zero, don't worry about it. I don't think anyone really knew what to say. And for what it's worth, I know Monika was just trying to help.
See? Even Sayori knew that she was just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
Came off a little strong.
I'm not upset with her because of that. I understand why she's trying so hard. It's just, even despite her intentions, it doesn't feel good to be babied like that. It's like, it's not that hard to just treat me like she always used to. Makes me feel like I've done something wrong.
Yeah, and that's a fair reasoning. But again, Sayori, you could have told her.
I was going to say, she should have speak up for
I was
herself.
like, Sayori, you need to speak up for yourself then. Someone needs to tell Sayori that. Like, okay, Sayori, but you should have spoke up for her. You should have said that then. That's why I want to apologize.
You really don't have to, Zero.
I was about to say, if anything, right now, MC, you're doing what Monika was doing. Monika kept apologizing. You don't have to apologize. She was capable of telling MC in the base game, but she couldn't tell Monika here. Yeah, that is a little weird. I feel like Sayori would have been easily capable of telling Monika, like, can you not treat me like this, you know? To not baby her.
It was pretty awkward for everyone. I get why you couldn't speak up.
Not just that. I ran into Monika way back on Friday when she was getting supplies for everything. I didn't think much of it at the time. Should have told her to be careful not to overdo it.
Well, it's not like you could have known.
Yeah, the party in itself isn't bad. Can I talk about this? Like, having a party, the card was nice. That's a sweet card. Like, if it was just a card, and then that was it, and they just went on with the day, then I feel like that's how they should have been treated, obviously. And again, I feel like it's how Monika would have treated it if the mod didn't make her so dumb. If the mod didn't make Monika dumb, how I think Monika would have went about it was, she'd get her a card, and then that's it. And she'd just say, welcome back, Sayori. And then it would just go on. The club would just go on like normal. She wouldn't do a bunch of special shit for it. She would, yeah, maybe she would get snacks, maybe, yeah. Maybe she would still get snacks. But, like, she would just get her the card and the snacks, and then everything would be normal. But, since Monika's gotta be dumbed down for that to happen, for this to happen. Take a shot for when something in this mod doesn't make sense, you'll die. Make our way down another side street. Noticing the look I gave her, she continues.
Zero, it's not your fault. Not anyone's fault.
You've been my best friend for years. I should have known better.
Don't beat yourself up so much.
Yeah, see? So, what? So, MC is sitting, so they're trying to show me that MC knows how to treat someone with depression better than Monika does, because he's like, damn, Monika's really overdoing it. Meanwhile, does the exact same mistakes that Monika's doing by constantly apologizing and saying, I should have known better. It's my fault. So clearly he doesn't know more than what Monika does. So he shouldn't have been able to even pick up on what Monika's doing is overdoing it. He shouldn't even be able to pick up on that.
Yeah.
And also, she doesn't even speak to her or check up on her or anything. Yeah, like, he's just, God.
I'm okay, really.
Mod dev, we're sorry, Zero. It's our fault. It is!
It may have been the most tense, uncomfortable 10 minutes since, thinking about it, it hasn't been a very good week. But still, it was just that. 10 minutes. It's over now. So don't worry about it.
Alright, if you say so.
But if it'll make you feel better, I accept your apology.
You do know you can talk to me if ever feeling down, right?
Of course, Zero. I don't need to be reminded every 3 seconds, you know. Heck, you're the first person I ever opened up to about what I was going through. If it wasn't for you...
Yeah.
Besides, isn't that what I'm doing now?
Huh. Yeah. I'm gonna change the subject. But not to her. Not yet. So, how long have you been taking these walks?
I used to only walk when I couldn't sleep, but my therapist recommended I do it more often. But now I just do it whenever I feel like I need it.
Never really took you for a big walker.
That's probably because you were still asleep. I'd be up until like, I don't even know when. And I was sick of doing nothing with that time, so I just walked. At like 5 in the morning. I was probably only out for 10 minutes the first time. And yeah, it helps. For once, I enjoy the silence, even if it's just around the block, you know? And I feel like I can get through the next 12 hours without feeling like a burden to everyone.
I think it goes without saying now, but you've never been a burden, Sayori. If I ever did or said anything that made you feel that way...
You didn't, Zero. Well, you didn't mean to. I still have a hard time thinking otherwise. These walks usually help take some of the edge off.
Well, if you ever get bored of the silence, it can always make things a little more interesting. Plus, it's the opportune time to just hash stuff out, you know?
Zero, waking up at 6 in the morning on a Saturday to go for a walk?
When you put it that way... Been a while since I've heard her laugh. Refreshing and a little relieving, too. They're making a way up a pretty steep incline.
Not like I wouldn't have enjoyed your company. It's just, the earlier I got out, the better. Especially when I could catch the sunrise. That room to think. I guess it finally gave me the push I needed to finish Dear Sunshine. If you remember that.
God, yeah. Feels like a million years ago now. But you weren't worried about some random creeps that could be lurking. But you weren't worried about some random creeps that could be lurking around.
What? A prowler? In this neighborhood?
Just being out here so early with no one around. Seems like the perfect recipe for trouble.
You watch way too much anime.
What's that saying? What's that saying? Art imitates life?
Isn't it the other way around? Life imitates art.
Maybe. Am I wrong though?
I know better than to go down any dark alley, Zero. I've never had to deal with any random creeps. But I don't have to worry about any of that now.
Because you're doing these walks on a reasonable time now?
Well, that, but also...
Jerry jumps up and pulls me into a quick, tight hug. Huh?
Because I have my best friend to protect me, obviously.
Oh yeah, me and my big manly muscles. After the hug, I set her down. We continue walking along the sidewalk until we reach the top of the incline. We're greeted by a cliff-top road running along the edge of the cliff. Guardrails fence us in. You can hear the crashing of waves against the cliff face far below.
Yeah, not bad, is it?
Not bad at all. Can this just be a Sayori mod now? I'd rather just be with her.
Now we have to go back to bitch Natsuki. And
No, I want to be with Sayori. This is nicer. Like Sayori, Monika, Yuri, any of them.
Have you started Act 3 yet? Or is this not
No,
2?
it's still Act 2. Any of them that aren't Natsuki. Just let me hang out with one of them. C-Zero's finally seeing things my way. It's not even that, Libatina. It's just, I want anyone but Natsuki. Like, everyone else is so much better. This the spot. Well, I mean, why wait? Let's just jump off now.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Let's just do it right now.
Not bad at all. You walk all the way down there?
If I plan to stay out for like 2 more hours. And that road carries on for miles. I usually just hike up for the exercise. Oh, and the view.
Yeah.
So, want to take a seat?
Went across the road to a dingy little bus stop. Sure. We cross the road hastily, or sheltering in the bus stop. At least it protects us from the wind.
Anyway, I know you didn't walk with me all the way up here just to apologize. So what's really going on?
I notice I'm not saying anything. Can't I bring myself to say the words? Just the two of us, stuck in the house together. Just gets a little claustrophobic sometimes, you know? But it's alright. Okay, it's not really alright.
Trouble in paradise, huh?
I nod.
How is she?
Oh, you know. Well, you saw she blew up. You tell me.
Mm-hmm. Monika didn't deserve that.
She didn't, because fuck Natsuki.
But I guess, well, I get it.
Yeah. And now, I think she wants to go back home, and I don't know what to do.
Oh no. Why?
Because I need to grow a backbone. Did something like, if you can't even stick up for Sayori, how can you protect me? Sayori doesn't respond.
That is so fucking selfish.
That's-
Holy shit.
Sayori doesn't respond.
Wow, what a bitch.
Okay, so now I'm assuming what the problem is. So I'm assuming now the mod is trying to say the reason why Natsuki blew up at Monika was because she's stressed out about her own home situation. But like, that still doesn't excuse her to act like a bitch. Like, I don't know, that's still not really an excuse to blow up on random people and then to stick to your guns. That is the other thing. Like, it's not even like she apologized afterwards. Like, so yeah, it's like, it's not even an excuse.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that this is bugging Zero way more than it should. It's just bugging me a lot, just because it's bugging me a lot. They're just so out of character. Honestly, characterization is like my biggest pet peeve.
I think the problem is that this mod is supposed to be a better version of another mod
Yeah,
when it
and
is
it's
somehow
not.
worse.
You know what? This mod actually wants us to hate Natsuki.
I
Why
think it
would-
does.
You know what? This mod actually wants to say Natsuki. Why would this scene happen then? All that blurry effect of who's being shit on. I don't know. No, obviously the mod doesn't want to stay at Natsuki. We're mostly joking about that. It just feels like it is. Obviously, that's not the mod's intention, which is part of the bad part of it, if anything. That we're not supposed to hate Natsuki.
Because if we are supposed to hate Natsuki, then her dying wouldn't like we'd feel nothing.
Yeah.
When we're supposed to be feeling something because the MC's all sad.
Sayori doesn't respond. I know she's right. Just need to prove to her that I can.
Well, you need to remember that she's scared. Scared and alone. She's not alone, but she feels it.
Isolated.
Isolated. And if she feels isolated, she's gonna want somewhere normal to return to. Even if it's bad for her in the long run.
She feel alone like that. I'm in there every moment. Continue listening.
I kind of felt something like that in the hospital, you know? By day 2, I was losing my mind. The only interaction I had with the outside world were nurses, the psychologist, Mum, and you.
English, Sayori.
I just want to go back and see my friends. And that was only for 3 days. Imagine how Natsuki feels. Close to a week now, right?
4 days.
4 days with no end in sight? I'm not comparing your place to a prison, Zero. That's how she might feel.
But you know what else? The problem is too, that they're not attempting to discuss what to do.
They aren't.
Natsuki is just living in his house and he's just they're just trying to
and
like
they're
pretend
like-
all that didn't happen.
But every time they do, like, well, let's talk about it then. It's like, well, I don't have any relatives. Well, we'll think about that later. Like, what?
Yeah. Like if they want this to end or if they want this to get better, they need to talk about what they need, what Natsuki can do and where she can go.
We'll think about this problem later. We'll just stand it under the rug. We'll wait a month. Like,
Because
no.
obviously she can't stay there. She
Yeah,
can't
it's
stay
like,
there for a month.
you need to start thinking about things more. Like, that's why I said they should tell the other people. They should tell the other club members. Obviously, you two can't think of something. Maybe they can think of something. Man, it's almost like Natsuki needs more than MC to help.
And she's just refusing that. Like,
Yeah.
everything that's happening in this mod is literally her fault. And the mod is trying to pretend like it isn't.
Oh man, it's almost as if Natsuki's bringing this on herself, and that she's suffering because she doesn't want help. She's not allowing herself to get help.
They're over-exaggerating her stubbornness to the point where it's creating most of the mod's prominent issues.
Yeah. I guess. I wish she didn't feel that way. I was hoping that once we're together. Suri blinks. Yeah. Longing, stinging silence.
Hey, if I learned anything from my therapist, Zero, it's that a relationship doesn't fix things. It can help to fix things sometimes. It's not a cure-all. You love her, right?
I exhale and nod after a moment. Yeah, a lot.
And I think you should sit down with her and talk. Really listen to her issues.
But I do listen to her.
I've done nothing but... She has to feel like she's being listened to, Zero. Otherwise, neither of you are going to get anywhere.
They haven't gotten anywhere because they never talked.
They never talk. Yeah.
like yeah, but she's right though. Sayori's basically saying what needs to be said here. It's like neither of you have been talking about this shit. Sayori draws a deep breath and looks out towards the sea.
I certainly did feel listened to back then. And I know now that everyone was, but really hard to focus on that in the moment. I think Knots feels the same way, is all.
I internally shudder at what she, however unintentionally, implied. Pause for a moment, before bringing her gaze back to me. Holds my hand and squeezes. Gee, she's freezing. I can feel it through my gloves.
I know that your first thought is to help and protect your friends. I, of all people, know that. It's one of the reasons you're my best friend. But I think you need to turn it off once in a while, you know? You don't all need saving all the time. And I think you're being more of a protector to her than a friend. Well, boyfriend.
Finally! Sayori finally says something I've been saying the entire time. Natsuki's all like, fucking, they'll just treat me like a kid. Unlike MC, who doesn't do that, even though he does.
This confuses me because, like,
Even Metopia, Natsuki was more in character.
this is confusing
Make it
to
a
me
little bit,
because they're making Sayori like say what needs to be said, right?
Yeah.
But they're also like they want Natsuki to act the way she is. The mod's pretending like that's the way she should be acting. But then there's other characters who are, or like there's Sayori who's like saying that she shouldn't be acting like this. So it's just super confusing. Like, what do the mod devs want us to think?
Well, they want us to think that the reason why Natsuki's so uppity, I guess, is because she's conflicted with the situation she's in. So that's why she's so aggressive and everything. Because she doesn't, because of her situation. That's why she's all angry and mad and blowing up at people. But that doesn't make sense because she doesn't regret any of the yelling she does to Monika. So I'm not really sure how uppity she can really be with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It is kind of confusing. I'm going with she's naturally toxic by heart. And this mod, yes.
And I'm not sure if that's what she needs. That makes sense.
A bitch rumble interrupts her. Let's go in my hand before reaching in her pants pocket.
Sorry, I've got to take this.
Sarah exits the bus stop, presumably for some privacy. She's quick to answer the call.
Hi, Mom. I'm with Zero. We're just going for... right now? But it's... Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'll be back soon. No, Mom, it's him. We'll be fine. Yes, I'm wearing a jacket. Yes, I'll be okay. Bye.
Hangs up before sighing. You want to home?
Yeah, after last week, she started to worry about me a lot. I have to take my evening medication on time. You think you're gonna be able to handle this?
I actually sigh, sure of how to answer. I suppose so. It's a little touch and go with Natsuki right now.
Yeah.
We soak in the silence, both uneasy.
Anyway, I do have to get home, so
Yeah, of course. Harry takes off in a hurry. Struggling to my feet, I catch up with her. I think she does regret it, but she doesn't regret it enough to apologize yet. See, but the problem with that, though, is that's me adding my own headcanons to something that the story itself doesn't. I'm not going to patch up the problems the story has in my own head, you know? Like, if that's the true intention the story had, then they would have showed a sign of her actually regretting what she did. But she even... Actually, no, she doesn't regret it. Because like I said, she literally reinforces it by saying, I'm not going to apologize to Monika until she gets her act together.
Yeah.
So yeah, she literally reinforces it. So... I'm like, I can't sit here and act and pretend like Natsuki actually does when the story says when she says otherwise. Especially when the mod doesn't show any sign of her regretting it. We begin making our way home, backtracking the way we came. She does say that she said things she didn't mean, but she doubles down, which means that she basically lied. Exactly! I said things I don't mean, but then doubled down. Like, well then, guess what? I guess you mean them.
Yeah.
You know, this was nice. Hopefully it makes up for not being able to hang out yesterday.
Oh, Zero, don't worry about it. You were busy.
Yeah, I guess. No, he wasn't. He literally was not busy. It was like the third day he spent with Natsuki. He was not busy. He could have invited you. Don't let him lie to you. We should do it again sometime. Sometime soon.
Yeah, maybe not tomorrow because Yuri's coming over to help me study, but hey, maybe we could both come over. Have like a study party thing or something.
Actually sounds nice. Sure. And thanks, Sayori, for everything. Glad we cleared the air. Don't worry, she's dead now. Guys, it's not even Act 3 yet. Natsuki's not dead.
Yeah, she's not dead yet.
And now I know how I can approach. In the street, a car slowly pulls around the corner. The headlights disorient me, and I raise my arm to face to blot it out. Oh no, it's the dad! Finally, come pick up your daughters!
Yeah, come get her.
As the headlights swing back to the center of the road, I get a good look at it. My blood runs cold as ice. Time slows to a crawl. No. No, no, no. This can't be happening. It can't! An old vintage muscle car. Familiar silhouette at the wheel, illuminated only by the glow of a lit cigarette. It's him. As quickly as the car arrives, it's gone. Cruising past us, heading straight up the hill. I thought he wasn't gonna move for a month! I thought he was gonna sleep for a month! He's moving before a month! Ah! It's almost as if he's a normal human being. The fact that he pays us no mind is no consolation. He returns to me, clearly noticing the look on my face.
Zero, are you?
Yeah, I'm... My heart pounds in my ears. I stumble towards a nearby lamppost for support, propping myself up against it.
Zero, what's wrong?
Sayori, it's her dad.
What?
Can't even bear to repeat it. Start to run. I need to get home. She needs to be safe. I need to... My knees buckle. My foot slips and I plummet down on the snowy pavement. Man, he fell pretty softly.
Yeah.
Zero!
It quickly becomes a struggle to breathe. All I can force myself to do is memorize. In, out, in, out. Jerry hovers over me, unsure of what to do.
Zero, can you hear me? Just hang on, okay?
I spring into action, just barely able to spit out a sentence. No! Just please, get me home. Quickly. Sorry, balks before nodding. Clasping my hand tightly, prepares to try and hoist me up. She's saying something, but I've completely tuned her out. Maybe it's a countdown. Somehow pulls me to a sitting position. Bless me.
Bless you. Bless you.
Before I know it, I'm back on my feet. Feel her arm around my shoulder, pulling me close. One step, two step. One step, two step. One step, two step. One step, two step. One step.
good.
Act 3. Are you even sure that he got Natsuki? I feel like they have too much faith in Datsuki's ability to find Natsuki. I don't think he has her. I think he saw his card, so he's freaking out. I doubt he has her. This would be way too quick for her to die here.
Yeah.
We're getting close, boys. We're getting close to the end. Finally. Act 3, we're almost there. We can do it, lads. Bleary-eyed, I shift around where I lay, trying to wake myself up. As I come to, I notice I'm not in my own house. Over to my left, I see Sayori, fast asleep on the couch opposite from me. Did she spend the night down here? Graham, pick it up. I try to quickly make my way out the door. Need to check on Natsuki. Sayori stirs, however, and promptly notices me. Sayori's old too.
Hi. I tried to get the door open, but it was locked. And nobody answered. So I brought you here.
Oh.
Told her last night that I was going out. Told her to lock the door and to answer for no one. I have the key here. Being in my jacket pocket, I pull out my keychain.
Sorry. I should have thought to...
It's fine. Just, I have to go check on her.
Zero, before you go, that wasn't okay. Whatever that was. If you want, I'll come by after school to check up on you two. I can stop by before Yuri comes over to help me study. Maybe I can bring her with me, if that's okay.
That'd be nice. Anyway, I really have to...
Yeah, don't let me keep you.
Sorry. Aces out the door, feeling Sayori's gaze the entire way. You could just bring Sayori with you now. Or I guess they have school today, right? Oh, so she can't bring Sayori. Cool air hits me immediately as rays of sunlight illuminate the slowly melting snow on the street. How long was I asleep? Cold, soggy, and muddy ground dirties my shoes as I half sprint across Sayori's front yard. Hopping the fence dividing Sayori's house and mine, I reach the front door. Keys in hand, I reach my house and hastily unlock it. Entering, I shut it behind me and immediately rush up the stairs. Natsuki? Sounds is suffocating. I hear the doorknob rattling as my hands shake with anxiety. Eventually stopping as I begin to rationalize the situation. She'll be here. Too pissed off or asleep or something. But she'll be here. I sure hope not.
I don't think that's not what rationalizing the situation is. Telling yourself that she'll be here. Like, what if she's not?
I sure hope
That's not rationalizing. That's just lying to yourself.
Get the early ending. I open the door. Ah, damn it!
Oh, she's not dead. Sad.
Ah, damn it! Ah, curses! Spoiled again! Oh, thank God. Natsuki, sitting on a futon and staring aimlessly, turns to me. Suddenly springs up and pulls me into her arms. Words come to mind, but... You're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You going to go back?
No.
A relief washes over me.
Where were you?
Natsuki can't know. She can't. Why can't
Why?
she? It's for her own sake, right? What? Huh? We walked with Sayori. What? I went for a walk with Sayori. To clear my head.
know that.
What? Huh? Okay, no. Oh, he means seeing the car. Okay.
Oh.
I was with Sayori. We got talking and I fell asleep on her couch. Because that's why I was like, hold up. I think he means the car. Heard a knock last night. Scared the
Oh.
hell out of me. So I hid in here. Worried about you and I was alone and... Takes a deep breath. That was you? Not me. Sayori. Told me she went over to let you know where I was, but didn't get an answer. Tried to call you, but your phone's, She should at least know her dad is out there. Actually, yeah, wait a minute. That is still useful info. Yeah, no, wait, no, Dragon King's right. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, that is still actually very useful info. Why would he not tell her that? Because right now, she's under the belief that MC's thing of being like, oh, your dad isn't going to look for us for a month. So yeah, maybe you should tell her, by the way, your dad is searching for you.
Yeah.
This is kind of getting dangerous. Like, what? You should probably tell her. My dad still exists, oh no! No, it would scare her into going back. What? I don't know about that. She just said she isn't going back. He might tell her now or something. Let's see. Hopefully. So she let me crash there. Right. Silence is deafening. Look, maybe we can talk about this? But how about I fix you some breakfast or something? Finally, talk about the situation. How is it taken until Act 3 for them to talk about how they're gonna fix this problem? Oh, well, Katsui in the chat just answered for me. Because that would be smart, Zero. And they can't do smart things.
Yeah.
Of course, my mistake. A few minutes, 2 bowls of cereal and some aspirin later, your Natsuki exhaled deeply. I was worried about you, you know. Me too. Pause before continuing. I'm gonna sound like a broken record here. Should have stood up for Sayori. I know. I didn't mean to push you that hard. Just felt like if you felt that way about your own best friend, then that was really dumb of me to think. I should have trusted you more than that. I spent all night worrying that I could have driven you away for good. So, I'm sorry, okay? Don't mention it. See, this is how Natsuki acts.
Mhm.
I'd rather not think about it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Even though arguably she's apologizing only because he left, but I would still argue maybe she would still apologize later if he didn't leave. So I will give her the benefit of the doubt. For this one time. Distracting myself from the uncomfortable silence, I awkwardly fiddle with my school tie. Hey, there's a silver lining. Huh? Well, Sayori was a lot less unforgiving than you thought she'd be. In fact, she was the first to defend Monika. So? Huh. Yeah, it's almost as if Sayori, as a character, cares about her friends. And
Unlike her.
is actually a good person. And understands when her friends mean well because they care about her. So she's not gonna sit there and hold it over Monika's head to make her feel worse. You know? Like a certain other person did.
Yeah.
I like how she's like, like surprised. Do you even know Sayori Natsuki? Do you know anybody in the club?
Huh.
Like, first she's mad at Monika. Now she's surprised that Sayori forgave Monika's actions. Like, do you even know these people? Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you even friends with these people? How are you defensive of Sayori? You know nothing about her.
Clearly.
My god. Well, I'm glad she's doing better, at least. Yeah. Still doesn't make it okay. He peers up towards the TV, pressing the home button and taking note of the time on display. Well, gee, how about you tell her that it wasn't okay then, huh? Huh, Natsuki? But no! The pressure! I have the pressure. I don't want to talk to her about it, so instead I'll yell at her. Natsuki peers up towards the TV, pressing the home button, taking note of the time on the display. I already read that. You should be getting ready for school. No shit. School. Oh, yeah. 10-minute walk. Your uniform's clean, right? About 4 or 5 blocks. Clean as a whistle. Countless opportunities for him to show up. Actually, are you sure we should walk? I'd rather make sure we get there on time. get a cab or something. Natsuki pauses, letting the idea ruminate. Oh, yeah? That might be good. Couldn't it take a while, though? Oh yeah, maybe. I've never heard Zero get this heated. I think I've been angrier at other things. I'm also not, like, actually angry. I'm just playing it up for the actual video. I'm actually fine. Zero, you really get caught up in the moment when the mod in the next scene sorts the situation. The mod never has sorted the situation yet! The last time they did that was like, what was it? What was the last time the situation was sorted in the next scene? Because this has not happened yet. It hasn't happened for a while. Nothing has been sorted. I was like, the mod hasn't sorted it yet. I know this is satire though, so you're still good. Yeah, my anger is satire. I'm not actually like upset at this mod. I do think it's stupid though. Oh yeah, maybe. We can take our chances though, right? I'll pay. Zero, are you alright? Alright enough. Given the circumstances. And this is why you should just tell her about her fucking father.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't have long. Yeah, I'll go get my stuff. But I'll excuse him not telling her about her father because we can just say it's a dumb decision by the MC because he's scared. Sure, I'll go with that. Why not? Like, this is the difference between an illogical decision and a dumb decision. This one is a dumb decision. So, if it ends up blowing up in his face, then that is just the character being flawed. Then sure, it's a flawed decision. I will take that. Because he is right now stressed, so he just doesn't want to do it. So I will excuse it at least. I'll excuse that. It's just a dumb decision. Already dressed in yesterday's uniform. I'd like not to change clothes and just prepare my bag for the day. Pull yesterday's textbooks out. I put today's textbooks in. Pull today's textbooks out. Put today's textbooks in. That's fine. The way he reacted like would at least show that he's scared of Natsuki's reaction. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, this decision's fine. Like, sure, it's a bad decision, but it's a relatable one, I guess. He's stressed out. He doesn't know what to do. Sure. Catch a dark glimpse of my reflection through the TV. Try not to look again. I zip the bag up and exit my room. Oh, like exit music. Natsuki's already waiting by the door. Ready? I suppose. Gulping, I slowly edge open my front door, bearing down both ends of the street. Okay. Perk up as I pick up the rumble of an engine drawing closer. Right where I am, ready to retreat into the house at any moment. he's like a mouse. That's fun. Cue, the recognizable paint job of a taxi rounds the corner at high speed, pulling up in front of us. Offer a shaky wave to the cabbie before pulling open the back door and clambering in. Natsuki follows, setting her school bag down and yanking the door shut behind her. We set off. Whee! On a cab coaster, on the cab. The bell rings harshly, signaling our lunch break. I spring out of my chair, but stop myself from immediately jetting out of the classroom. Can't make myself noticeable. Following the crowd through the maze of hallways, I come to a grinding halt at the stairway. Students trickle past me. I come closer to the display that caught my attention. Soccer tryouts, blah blah blah, but I think the line along the bottom of the display are tens of copies of leaflets. Going up, I confirm my suspicion. Flyer for other clubs. Coming through, I noticed the likes of the debate club, the chess club, the soccer club, hell, even the anime club. Among them, the literature club. Letting the literature club screw itself up, maybe I can, well, maybe not fix things, but offer them a nice alternative? What? Huh? Pulling the leaflet up, I dump it in my bag before dipping out of the door and into the courtyard. What? They're just gonna leave the literature club? What? Huh? Why? Over that? Well, the MC's back to making really dumb, illogical decisions again. It's packed with students, taking up all the benches except one. Quick to snatch up the last spot and make a beeline for the bench directly in front of the gushing fountain. Setting myself down, I dig through my bag, looking for something to eat. And I find that in my haste earlier, I forgot to pack lunch. Crap. Should have just biding my time wandering the halls or hiding in the bathroom. But I'm not too keen on losing my spot here. Always. Bathroom. Scooch up. These sudden remarks enough to make me flinch to the side, giving her space to sit beside me. Oh, hey. Didn't know you ate out here.
Yeah.
Pulls a mess of tinfoil out of her bag. Where's your food? Usually make my own. Forgot.
Shame. Don't usually get mine from the canteen, but I had money today, so. Huh. It's weird to Frank. Sorry, give me a second.
Actually, acutely aware of her temporary speech impediment, opens her mouthful before continuing. Natsuki's not cute to me anymore. Right now, exit music Natsuki's not cute. There's nothing cute about her. I don't like her. I wish we could have talked to Yuri during lunch. Weird to think that today, we're going straight home. No club, no stupid poems, or whatever. Yeah. I mean, that would have been an end-of-day situation for me if I were still back home. Wonder how it's
sitting with the others.
Hey, Eartha Zero. You in there?
Yeah, sorry. What is up with you? So the club did disband. It disbanded because of Natsuki. Natsuki basically forced the club to disband. Natsuki quite literally forced the club to disband just because she couldn't not yell at somebody. And then made fucking everything worse. Natsuki, you shouldn't have even gone to the club. You should have stayed home. Can we start the club without Natsuki? Exactly. Let's kick Natsuki out the club. What's up with you? But even Natsuki just yelling shouldn't have disbanded the club. It shouldn't have. I'm very confused about how that even caused it. Are you good? Because you don't seem good. Natsuki, I'm fine. Listen, if you're still mad about yesterday, I get that. Can you at least tell me? He's having like panic attacks, I think, is why he's having these blurs. I don't know what you're on about, Nat. I'm fine. You say so. Goes up, returning her sandwich. Noticing Natsuki rummaged through her bag, but she pulls out a pack of salt and vinegar crisps. Come on, eat something. Oh, thanks. I relieve them from her and tear the pack open. They're very strong. Not quite to my taste, but I won't complain about free food. I just want to get back to class. And as much as I want to spend time with her, I know I'm exposed here. I quickly demolish the chips. Natsuki wipes her mouth with her sleeve, crumpling up the tinfoil and tossing it back into her bag. I like how she's like, if you're still mad about yesterday, I get that, but can you at least tell me? It's like, of course we are! I am! Maybe he's not! Come on. It's class. Belle. I don't want to be with her. Finally. Finally. I rise from my seat, ready to go. Only 3 lessons left. And a cab home. But how can I rationalize it to her? 2 taxi journeys in one day? Crap. Natsuki pulls me out of my trance with a quick kiss. Vinegary. Well, I'll see you later. We'll meet at the gate, okay? Yeah. See ya. Slings her bag over her shoulder before taking off. Okay, back to class. What's next? This mod is actually a mod showing us why not to take Natsuki home. What do you mean, vinegary? That's disgusting.
I was gonna point that out. I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
Natsuki's gross. Of course, they just don't want us to like her. Just walk home with Sayori and Yuri. Social studies. The fact that I already keep up with social studies is telling. At this rate, I'm wasting both my own and the teacher's time by being here. Eager for the lesson to end, I bind my time by scribbling meaningless garbage in my notebook. Soon enough, the bell rings, finally signaling the end of the day. This time, I bolt straight out of the classroom. Can't risk him seeing her. Half running through the corridor, I make my way to the front entrance and burst through the door. Am I one of the first students out? Natsuki's nowhere in sight. I'm early. Waiting at the gate, I'm immediately aware of how exposed I am. He could easily spot me from a mile away. But he doesn't know me. He drove right past the Orange without a second thought. Though if he sees me with Natsuki, I gulp. Eventually, students already slowly begin trickling out of the doorways. How late is everyone else? After filling with what feels like every pocket and thing I have on me, I check my watch. It's only been 2 minutes. Felt like an hour. See a people, a familiar face sticks out. Also, is Natsuki's dad really trying that hard to find Natsuki?
I don't think he is. I mean, it's like
He really isn't. Couldn't he? Because he could literally just file a missing children's report, file a missing persons report, and then the school would be like, "Oh shit, it's Natsuki," and then they would just, you know, bring her to her dad. Like, I don't. Like, this is it's very convenient, if anything, that he's just not really trying.
Guess he doesn't care about her because he's.
I guess that's the thing they're trying to go with. He doesn't care enough.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess. I don't know.
Hey,
Hey.
good to go?
Mm-hmm. Bit of a rush, though.
Huh? What's up?
I need an excuse. Think I left the door unlocked.
Oh, crap. Yeah, let's go.
The two of us quickly depart. I reach out for Natsuki, offering my hand to her. She takes my hand in hers. Need to get home quickly. It's only 10 minutes, I tell myself. Early afternoon, I tell myself.
This net thing's really annoying.
He should still be in work by now, I tell myself. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, but yeah, the fact that continuously keeps happening is getting a little tiresome.
Like, I think we can understand from context clues that he's freaking out.
It is
You
getting.
don't need to let us know.
It is getting a bit overused. I will definitely say that. But that's more of a nitpick than an actual problem for me.
Okay.
Calm down. Just get there. A to B. Home safe. Just get there. Close to a nearby alleyway. Don't think much of it. This is what we normally do. Need to act normal. Normal? I'm normal. Pick up a conversation. Hey, Natsuki. Since the literature club's kind of disbanded, have you given any thoughts to other clubs?
What? That happened?
Yeah, they apparently did disband.
The fuck?
Well, they said kind of disbanded. They're not sure yet. It's like a potentially disband, not really. Because he's saying they kind of disbanded. They're not fully disbanded.
Okay.
It's one block.
No. Why?
You got one in mind? Wait. Not really. But I did pick up a little leaflet if you want to look through when we're back. Why would you pick a different club? You could literally just explain to Monika and let her apologize. Why the fuck would you go to a whole new club?
Why do you guys hate Monika?
It was about 5 p.m. when I saw his car parked outside the house. 3 o'clock now. Oh god, for all I know, he could be on his way from work any second.
Sounds good.
I don't know how easy it'd be to adjust something other than writing poems.
Feels a bit like cheating, you know?
Eyes dart around in my skull, watch every corner we pass. Only a couple blocks to go now. Hear the distant rumble of an engine from a few blocks away. Sure. Before long, it dissipates. I don't really focus on Natsuki. Be normal. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Something on your mind? How about your dad is gonna fucking kill us? Nah, it just happens sometimes. Finally, home stretch. Holding Natsuki's hand in mine, I nearly break it to a run. However, she's caught off guard and nearly falls. Whoa, hey, careful! Yeah, sorry. A mixture of nerves and tiredness from the brief run have my hands shaking as I begin rifling through my pockets. Doesn't even occur to me to act like the door may be unlocked. Just gotta find the damn key. There! Opening up, there's Renatsuki in before I slam the door behind me. We're home. We're safe. Renatsuki dumps her school bag on the floor before disappearing into the kitchen. Got the TV remote, switching on in an effort to call myself a background noise. It defaults to movie reruns. Check the window. Nothing. Before I know it, she's back with a glass of water. Drink. Huh? She sighs. I haven't seen you drink anything today, and I'm a little worried. Something's clearly bothering you, and if you won't tell me, the least you can do is look after yourself. Oh yeah, thanks. Guess just haven't really been paying attention. Yeah. Come on. She nudges me. Double check the window. Except to elevate her worries. Good. So, you said something about a leaflet earlier. For clubs? Yeah. Keep checking. Natsuki's actually being likable here? Barely.
No?
No, she's still not. Just being neutral right now, just Natsuki being neutral doesn't just like make me ignore everything else she did. It's just like she's still not likable. I still don't like her. Also, somebody was like, now you can see why Monika's my best girl. Monika was already my best girl. Datsuki in the room. I've been expecting you. I don't know. I guess thought maybe we could fill the void that the literature club left. Why are you even leaving? Are you really? That's the other. And then now there's the dumb part. MC is like, it wasn't he's like fully on the side of it's not Monika's fault. But then is like, time to leave the literature club. Like, what the fuck? It wasn't Monika's fault that she acted like that, but let's leave the club. Like, huh? It doesn't even make sense. If both you and Sayori say that it's not Monika's fault, why are you even leaving the club? Could be nice. Even then, can't Natsuki be the only one who leaves? Yeah, really? I hope so. Begin rifling through my school bag, looking for the leaflet I collected earlier on. Maybe I could consider. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Fuck.
Like, that's more of a comedic moment than a tension moment.
Yeah.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Why is Natsuki staying put? Sit, Natsuki, sit! What if it's... Hey! Oh.
Oh, hello, Natsuki.
Hey, guys. Yuri? Oh, of course, I forgot. Should have kept in mind that Yuri was coming around.
You can stop with the vignette now.
Yeah, I was like, is there a glitch? Why is this still happening? MC, you need to fix your lights.
Yeah.
They're flickering. But it's all Natsuki that they'd both be here. I approach the door, making my presence known. Hi. Oh no, now Sayori's old. She's still old.
Zero! Hi!
Front door, might open like this. You guys want to come inside?
Sure! Yuri, are you coming?
Oh, okay.
I stand aside as Sayori and Yuri pile in. I nearly slammed the door shut, but slow it down at the last second. Sayori makes a dash straight for the couch, while Yuri awkwardly loiters around near the door, likely waiting to be offered a seat. Fair enough. Natsuki's the one to offer up a spot. Yuri, you can sit down, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Seats herself next to Sayori. Natsuki heads to the chairs opposite the couch, beckoning me over. So, what's the occasion? Zero didn't tell you? Eyes of her Natsuki's. Regardless, I feel both girls giving me a stern look.
Well...
Yuri takes a deep breath.
Yesterday, Yuri offered to help me out with studying because, well, I get pretty distracted sometimes. I was gonna go to hers first, but her parents didn't really like the short notice, so... Anyway, I thought, hey, I want to make this a proper thing with Zero and Natsuki.
Only if you two wanted, of course.
Oh yeah, obviously. I just thought it might make it more fun. And we all definitely need to catch up. Except Yuri! She keeps so on top of her work, it makes me a little dizzy.
Oh, Sayori, I'm not that far ahead. It's just important to prepare myself for the future. And the test on Friday.
Yeesh.
Huh.
You've got a test? Ugh.
So, are you guys up for it?
Find hard to imagine that. At the moment, I'd be able to focus on studying of all things. But at any rate, I might as well try. Who knows? Might take my mind off the whole situation for a while. Sure. Natsuki? Takes a second.
Yeah, okay, I'm in. Can't hurt.
So, algebra, right?
That's right.
I should probably go get my textbooks and stuff then.
Oh, we've got...
Don't worry, you guys can go ahead. I'll be right back. I quickly take my leave, heading upstairs. In my room, I dig around through yesterday's textbooks on the desk. Advanced algebraic equations. Fun. I think I know maybe half of those words. As I'm about to leave, Natsuki appears at my door.
Hey, Zero,
Yeah?
you gonna be okay? I can clear them out if...
No, it's alright. We probably should study anyway. Not like we really have much of a chance to catch up, especially with the day we missed. Plus, there's the test. With the days we missed. Not day we missed. What? The day we missed? What? You missed 4! What do you mean, day you missed? Motherfucker, you've been gone for 4 days!
Huh?
I guess so. Come on, we should go join them. She nods in agreement, leaving the charge back downstairs. Entering the room, I see books strewn across the floor. Sarah and Yuri peer over them, muttering back and forth towards each other. They got a head start on us. Okay, got her stuff. Looking back through the windows one last time for good measure, that's the last time to try and put my mind at rest. I'll be okay. It'll be okay. Just study. Aside from the scratching of pencils upon notebooks, the room has an overwhelming awkward silence to it. None of us have really studied with each other before. And just speak up, I guess. Wait, where's Monika? I mean, I would say they did invite her, but to be fair, this was kind of a sprung-on thing, so... this wasn't, like, a thing they really planned. Sayori was gonna study with Yuri, and then they were just gonna do, like, a little, like, solo study session, and then they just decided to go to their house, so I guess they just didn't think to invite Monika.
Yeah.
As I was like, it was most likely what it is. I don't want to think they're purposely including her, discluding her, because I think it's just, this was kind of a instant thing. So my pencil down in exasperation. It's honest, I'm going to have to break. Because I'm jumping out of a window otherwise. Okay, am I going insane? Are you guys having trouble with question 5 too? Suddenly all eyes are me, making me flinch slightly before calming. Natsuki sigh and raise up their hands somewhat. Yuri, after a moment, nods. This has to be a misprint.
It doesn't even make any sense.
I'm at a loss.
Yuri doesn't know? Screw this, I'm Googling it. Snatching my phone off me. Hey!
Shut it.
Yuri stifles a giggle, but is quickly replaced with another round of silence as we wait for the answer. After a moment, Yuri speaks up. I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, because it's like, it's like, for me, all the cute romance scenes between them are, like, ruined now just because of how toxic their relationship is. It's just, like, if this was another time, I'd be like, oh, it's cute. She just, like, took his phone and, like, to Google it. Oh, that's kind of a small little cute thing. But right now, I'm just like...
Now this is dark.
This doesn't affect me. I don't care. I don't care about their relationship. I'm not affected. I don't care.
So, Natsuki, I didn't expect to see you here. As in, living here.
Oh yeah. It's a long We're together. It's a thing. Looks tempted to throw a preemptive shut up too, but holds off.
Right. Natsuki, can you, like, not? Bro! Yuri, it's okay, alright?
Like, what the hell? Like, Natsuki! Like, chill out! Jesus!
Well, congratulations, you two.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Thanks. Where were we?
The answer.
Yeah. Speaking of, not looking pleased with herself shows us the solution. Literally how? Whatever. I don't normally advocate taking the easy way out, but how else did they expect us to solve this? I grow in and write down the answer as pictured. All good to move on?
I am.
Yes.
Natsuki nods and hands me my phone back. We're back over the textbook, resuming my note-taking. Zero's immune. Yeah.
I post masquerade.